righty, what is up, everybody? My name is Just Weber, and this is Weber's Way. Not Weber's Report, but this is Weber's Way. Still the same thing, changing things up here at webersway.com. So make sure you check us out every single day. Check out our shop at webersway.com/shop and check out our products there. And get yourself the Warrior of God t-shirt. That's right. Get this shirt right now. You can get it right now in our shop. Use the promo code 2024. And remember, Christmas is coming up, and we got a lot of great stuff in our store to get people, get your friends and family. If they are godly people or even just patriots alone, we got it for you. So now, what is up, everyone? Tyson versus Paul, rigged. Obviously, it's clear as day to me. It seems like it's rigged as day. I mean, Jake Paul back in the day, literally his first year into boxing, he says this whole sport is rigged. Everything is scripted. Everything is just completely rigged. Now, listen, I don't know about Jake Paul, and I don't know if you guys know, but he's got the tattoos of the Illuminati on him, all right? And it looks like Mike Tyson did the humiliation ritual, showing his bare bottom during the fight or before the fight. So, I mean, listen, the only real fight was the two women fighting before. And obviously that one girl got shafted because obviously they won for the other girl because she's got so many belts. I don't know if it's a belt thing or you're a world champion that, you know, they're a little hesitant to like, hey, it's a big deal if you give up this belt. So I think if anything, it should have went to that girl, the Puerto Rican girl that got her whole eyebrow pretty much demolished and ripped open. She should have won. She should have taken the belt, and they should have a rematch, and that's it. And that would have been settled after that rematch. But I'll tell you one thing. The Paul and Tyson fight was a baby match, I would have to say. Tyson, it seemed like he was very tired. It seems like he had Tootsie Rolls for legs. And it just seems like, I don't know. Obviously, we haven't really seen Paul really fight, you know, like show the extreme power that he possibly has. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the training videos of Tyson, but it did not look like Tyson in the ring. Maybe those training videos were, 20 years old. Who knows? But it did clear, to me, those training videos look pretty new. So it's just very strange what happened during this fight. Here's Jake Paul saying how rigged the boxing is back in when he first started. This is interesting.
In this sport for a year now, and like I probably shouldn't be saying this, but all of this shit's fucking rigged. You know, you see people whining and dining each other. You see people at Staples Center. Like who was at the Staples Center last night with KSI?
You just step to the left, please. Just step.
People. This sport's rigged for sure. 100%.
Sports rigged. He said.
100%. What do you rank this? In a short amount of time I've been here, I've heard multiple stories about people paying stuff off, choosing fights, what time people sign contracts at. It's just, I don't know. It's not an excuse, but I'm just saying.
What do you rank this experience of both times?
There you go. I mean, Jake Paul pretty much clear as day, admits that it's rigged years ago. And this points out his Illuminati tattoo in the center of his chest there. I mean, we're being played. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't respect these two guys. I respect, listen, clear as day, Mike Tyson took a payday because he's probably hurting for money. That's what it seems like to me with Tyson. Tyson could give two shits about his legacy. He could give two shits about, you know, if he would have won or not. He's basically passing the torch on to Jake Paul, but Jake Paul needs to really prove himself. He needs to actually fight a real fighter that is actually, I don't know, maybe same weight class. I don't know. It's just like a real boxer, not just a celebrity that used to be or a former UFC fighter or a former, I don't know. I mean, everyone's joking around like, is he going to fight Joe Biden next? I mean, might as well, right? It's just, listen, I understand they made a lot of money, but we're the fools watching this fake crap, okay? Boxing is almost is just equivalent as wrestling, okay? At least we know wrestling is fake, okay? So if you want to be brainwashed with that crap and follow that crap, that's fine. But at least we know that's fake. At least we know that's staged and scripted, okay? Boxing should not be scripted whatsoever. But you know what? it made it really clear to me that every single time Jake Paul fights, it seems like there's some questioning about it. Okay. Paul needs to fight a real boxer. And then sure enough, of course, and listen, he knew it was coming. He knew that if he was going to fight Tyson, we were all going to come after him. Say, listen, you're fighting a 60-year-old man. And I don't know what happened to Mike Tyson. It sure as day was not Mike Tyson. This is Mike Tyson a few months before the fight. You're telling me this is the same guy? This is the same guy. Here we go.
One more. Day 3. You still want to fuck with me? One more.
You're telling me here, this is the Mike Tyson we saw last night? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's right. Why? Is he making crazy? This makes more all of us saying he should box a real boxer. That's right. Mike Berry. Jake needs to fight a real fighter like the one in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. All right, Richard. I don't know where you're going with that one. But yes, we all agree that Jake Paul should fight a real fighter and someone maybe currently boxing right now. I'm sure boxing is still going on. I'm sure there's somebody with a belt. Fight that person, a decent boxer. Actually, fight the guy in the beginning of the fight. There was a guy that was pretty decent in the blue. I can't remember his name, but if you watched the fight last night, I mean, even fight one of the girls. I mean, fight one of the girls. At least those girls are throwing some wild punches, and they're, they got the power. Well, I don't know. Who knows if they got the power, but at least fight somebody that's been in the sport a long game. Mike Tyson, I get that he was, but something just didn't seem right. Seemed like Tyson was holding back or was hurt, or he's just is not as good as we think he is. We thought for sure. Listen, watching that fight, I had mixed feelings. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to see Tyson win. And then I wanted to see Paul succeed, but I just this whole thing just does not seem right at all. If Paul knocks out Tyson, that doesn't feel good. You just hurt an old man. And if Tyson knocked out the kid, it would have been great. But I'll tell you one thing, Paul's career would have been over. And I don't think Jake Paul would have risked that. Maybe it wouldn't be over. Maybe he would have to do a couple comeback fights and really show his, his strength or whatever. But I'll tell you one thing. It was just everybody was saying it's rigged. You had Primetime 99 pretty much interviewing everybody going out the door, pretty much saying, is this fight rigged? Is this fight staged? And everyone kept saying, yeah, rigged. Everyone kept saying it's rigged. Let's see if we can, here it is right here. This is Primetime 99. He was at the fight last night. Here is all the interviews that he did. Here we go.
We just asked everybody walking out if they thought the fight was rigged, and I think you know their answers. Check them out.
Rigged. Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis. It was scripted. It's all good though.
I could have fought him better than that.
Dog shit, brother. I'm telling you, it's fucking. The shit was fucked, honestly.
Dude, I've seen more interesting paint dry. More interesting paint.
Come from Australia for this shit. It's fucking dog shit.
Fuck yeah. Fucking shit was ass.
The fuck? So you think it was rigged?
You damn right. Tell them mouth transport.
Rigged?
Rigged.
What's up?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't know if it was rigged, but I think it was a scrimmage.
What do you think it was rigged?
Yes. I thought, yeah, it was fucking rigged. Fuck Tyson.
I did not like the fight. The fight was lame. I wasted my money. They really did it for the money, but I don't want to say Mike wasn't even trying, bro.
All rigged. Was it a real fight?
I have no idea. Hey, kind of rigged.
I don't know if it was a fixed fight. I just think it's old.
And we want some candy.
Definitely.
It was perfect. It was great.
I think
it was rigged, but Mike Tyson just.
Everybody was a little disappointed. That's right. And Richard, everyone wanted to see Tyson knock out Jake Paul. I agree. We did. We wanted to see him get him knocked out. He should have done it. Listen, Tyson, I don't know what the contract was about. I don't know if he had, if he was not going to get the 20 million if he knocked him out in the first round, or he had to go at least 4 or 5 rounds. There was a script actually was released before the fight saying that Jake Paul was going to win the fight. But if you follow along with this script, it just didn't seem right at all. But in the end, Jake Paul did win, so maybe the script was right. Maybe they had to rewrite the script because that script got leaked out. I don't know. It's just, to me, Jake Paul needs to fight a real fighter before we could actually decide that if he's a real fighter. And that's the only way. And the only way. And then another thing is just, if Jake Paul gets knocked out in the first round, then we kind of know it's not scripted. You know what I mean? Then we know we got a real fighter beating the crap out of someone. Then we know it's real. So I'll wait for that. I'll hold my breath, right? Or I'm not going to hold my breath for that. Anyways, Andrew Tate seems like he's calling out Jake Paul. I kind of would rather see this kind of fight. Andrew Tate wants to come out of retirement to fight Jake Paul. But this is another fight like that. That's the thing. That's another fight where a former fighter wants to get back in the ring. But maybe Andrew Tate maybe he'll do something.
Jake Paul, it's clear to me you are desperate for a reality check. This is the hardest sport in the world, and people dedicate their lives to this, and most of them never get a payday. It never pays off for the majority of fighters, who would fuck you up. Why don't you lose to an old man who's retired? If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a fucking goofy, fucking entitled dickhead like you, Jake Paul. It's clear to me.
I hope this is real. I really do. Andrew Tate, win that. I'd like to see him in the ring. I never got to see him in the ring before, but that would be kind of exciting to see it. But I have to give it off to Jake Paul for saying this at the end of the fight. I think a lot of people thought this was amazing. Here's Jake Paul at the end of the fight.
It's not about me, man. I wanted to give a thanks to all the real heroes, the U.S. military, the doctors, the nurses in the ER, the cops, the firefighters, the farmers, the truck drivers, all the people who make this world go around. Thank you, America. It's the era of truth. It's the era of good. There's a shift in the world, and good is rising. The truth is rising. I'm just honored to be a part of America. It feels like we're back, baby.
Got to hand it to him for saying that. Obviously, we wanted to hear something like that. But obviously, these two guys are both pro Trump supporters, and that was a good thing that he said that at the end. I think that was the only thing that we got good for the whole entire night, was that little speech there that Jake Paul did. Listen, I'm sorry, Jake. I just got to fight someone that is in the game. Got to. I mean, just this whole thing about him getting slapped. We saw this before the fight, day before. We all know why Mike Tyson slapped him. He stepped on his toe. I guess he has bad feet. Clearly, we all know he has bad feet because we just saw him perform, and he cannot pretty much walk around in the ring. I really don't think Tyson really cares about the backlash behind all this. He just cares about his $20 million, and I think he's a happy camper where he is now. So, are we going to listen? I'll tell you one thing. Netflix has got to figure out their buffering issue. They got a huge issue. Everybody was complaining about how it was lagging. It was blurry. It would stop. It would just buffer and buffer. I tell you one thing. That was so annoying. But I'll tell you one thing. I am thankful I did not pay $69 or whatever it is for a pay-per-view if this was on pay-per-view for this fight. Okay. $7 a month for Netflix. That's all it was pretty much worth, maybe even less. But you know what? They got paid. They're doing something that we're not doing, right? Is what? But then again, is that morally? Is that what you want to? Is that how you want to make your money morally? Is by lying to the people, saying that you're going to put on this real fight, and sure enough, it's all staged and rigged. Is that how you want to make your money in this world? Is it? Well, that's up to you. That's what I'm saying. I just think it's just unreal. Anyways, a lot of people are disappointed in the fight. A lot of people, but the thing is, no one. If this was pay-per-view, everybody would be asking for their money back, and they would almost have to do something. They would almost have to pay people back because of what they did. I mean, listen, come on. It was a joke. The other fights were a little more entertaining. The girls' fight was the only entertaining fight of the night. And that was it. Anyways, let's go right into Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's got a couple posts that we need to play. This is him about Jake Paul and Tyson fight.
Jake Paul has rigged the Mike Tyson fight. It was bad enough that the rules extremely favored Jake, but now the contract is going to incentivize Mike to lose and give Jake an opportunity to choose himself as a winner. The first stipulation in the contract will punish Tyson for knocking out Jake because he's getting paid on a sliding scale per round. This means that if you were to knock Jake out in the first round, Tyson would be given no money at all. And if you were to knock him out in the second, he would only make a small amount of cash. So for Tyson to make the absolute most amount of money,
I'm going to have to stop that. I mean, it sounds too good to be true. I think it's AI. So just let's dismiss that. But anyways, I did see videos like that before the fight, that there was a sliding scale, that he wouldn't get money if he got knocked him out and all that stuff. Anyways, here's Tyson's statement after the fight. He says, this was one of the situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to getting in the ring one last time. I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight, so I won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboy Stadium, and the experience that no man has the risk to ask for. Take the right to ask, or wait, experience no man has the right to ask for. Thank you. There we go. Paul Tyson is the official hashtag, if you are wondering. Anyways, that's Mike Tyson. Here's a picture from the fight. Both of them punching each other at the same time. Just shows you how pretty much how rigged it is. Anyways, here is the quote. Moving on from the fight. Joe Rogan, he's obviously we all know who Joe Rogan is. We all thank Joe Rogan for interviewing Trump. He interviewed Trump not too long ago before the election. Joe Rogan also tried to have Kamala on, but she did not. She refused. She had too many rules to be on the show. She only wanted to do an hour. She didn't want to talk anything about marijuana legalization. And Joe Rogan had to fly to her. So Joe Rogan said, you come here and we just have a conversation. And clear as day, she did not do it. And therefore, she lost the election. She was going to lose anyways. Clear as day, we knew that. But here's Joe Rogan talking about how a lot of people were going up to Joe Rogan saying, thank you for, supporting Trump. But anyways, I think that's not it. I want to show, where's the one? Here we go. This is it. This is Joe. There we go.
You know how many artists that have reached out to me that are like fucking hippies, man? Like artists, like musicians, comedians that thanked me for endorsing Trump because they can't do it. They said they want to, but they don't want to be attacked. They can't say it. They think the country's going in the wrong direction. They think that this control of social media by the government, which we would have had pretty much fully if it wasn't for Elon buying Twitter, that this is a dangerous precedent to set, whether it's a right-wing government or a left-wing government. Do you know how many artists?
I can't imagine who these people are, but I'll tell you one thing. These people, whoever they're thanking Rogan, you should come out and say it. If everybody just gets on board and starts saying, hey, we're supporting Trump, this election would have been a lot easier. A lot of people wouldn't be such in a disarray of because Trump winning. You know, maybe I know some of these people worship their celebrities or whatever. But if celebrities came out and said, hey, listen, I know it doesn't mean much, but Trump is right. He's putting this country back together. And I think that's the way we need to go. I think a lot of celebrities should have came out for Trump. And not those, obviously the major A-listers were all for Kamala because we all know they're part of the cabal and, the satanic rituals they all got to do. But don't get me wrong. Don't think that the satanic people are only on the left. Some are on the right, like the people with the Illuminati tattoos. Jake Paul, you got to question it. He might be for Trump, but you never know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. He's very into his whole manifesting and worshiping the universe and all this stuff, but anyways, it's just you gotta question it. Gotta question everything, right? Rainforest, I honestly still can't believe Trump won. They let him. How? I mean, like how after all this hell? You're right, Rainforest. You just, it's unbelievable that we got this win. And Trump survived 2 assassination attempts. He survived everything else. I could go down the laundry list of all the things that he survived. And sure enough, they did let him in. But Rainforest, is he in yet? He's not there yet. Okay, let him get into the White House, settle in, and actually confirm the people that he's confirming. And let's see what kind of hell the Democrats are going to give us. Are they going to impeach him first day? There's a lot of betting on that he most likely would probably be impeached the first day for inciting insurrection. Was it an insurrection? Do you know they actually changed the definition of insurrection on Wikipedia? Yeah. All right, Joe Rogan again. Speaking about Trump, here we go.
The quote.
Let's go to Joe Rogan. Trump. Yep.
About Trump, or the narrative about Trump, has always been that he's bullshitting everybody, that he's a con man. He's definitely very persuasive. Scott Adams has wrote about this pretty much in depth about how well Trump practices the art of persuasion. The art of the deal. He's great at making people his friend and making relationships. And if you're his enemy, fuck you, scorched earth. It's like this. And there's fear of that. You don't want to get on his bad side. There's all this there's this art of how he negotiates, and it's gone through this years and years and years of business. But that's him. That's the guy's right there. You could talk to him about everything and anything. He's right there. He's not protecting any of his ideas. He called a girl he allegedly slept with horseface when he was the president on Twitter.
It's so funny.
It's the wildest shit. So you're getting what you get. That's who the guy is. And I like him. I've grown to like him. I had a much more negative opinion of him back in the day because it was there's only so much you can pay attention to and do deep dives on before you lose your fucking mind. And with him, I was always like, oh, that guy, they grab him by the pussy guy. It's probably not good for the country. That seems crazy. But as time went on, I was like, oh, you need a guy that is completely crazy to expose how corrupt the whole system is and how they all collude together and how they all say this. There's all these montages of clips of news organizations saying the same narrative outright over and over, verbatim, word by word. They're getting fed this by someone, some entity, they're somehow or another, they're collaborating. And they're all choosing this very specific narrative, and they're running with it, and they're trying to destroy people with it. And I saw them do it with me. Yeah. I saw them do it with the quote about.
There we go. Finally, Joe Rogan finally completely red-pilled and supporting the right side of history. Moving on, obviously, there's definitely a new hope, a new shift, like Jake Paul did say at the end of his fight, happening here in America. Here's a nice, warm, feel-good picture that I'm about to show you. That's right. All the Kamala signs or Harris wall signs are in the trash. Looks like they never made it to the grass or those fields or in front of people's houses. I don't know what happened here, but they looks like they never hit the, the streets. It's just a feel-good picture, just letting you know. Trump has announced his press secretary, and here she is, a little snippet of who she is, Carolina Levitt. Here we go.
So it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently
stop this interview if you're going to keep
President
attacking
Trump
my
to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you
I'm
continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will have equal time to Joe Biden when they both join us now.
Do you understand what's happening, guys? Do you understand? She's going to be the press secretary. She's going to be the one talking to the press. When CNN asks the questions, so she can be, oh, you guys, the ones that cut me off. Right. Next, moving on. Listen, a lot of the picks that Trump is picking this is revenge. I don't know if I want to call it revenge. This is payback as a bitch. And this is time. And listen, and I feel sorry for those other people, but guess what? You kind of deserve it. We know dang well if Harris won, you would probably try to imprison everybody. I guarantee you will start initiating the January 6th trials to even start ramping them up. It's just awful what they're doing. This country would be in a huge shithole if Harris won. Would it have been the last election? No, there would be more elections. Don't get me wrong, but it would be the last time the Republicans win. That's for sure. If they rigged it like they did in 2020, where are the 20 million votes that I ask? I mean, what happened? That's what I don't understand. Where are the 21 million votes? You know what they did? They tried, they pushed a lot, but we were out there. We were trying to, making sure that they weren't cheating. There was lawyers at every little place that, we were making sure that they weren't going to pull anything sketchy. And sure enough, I think they got scared and didn't do the voting what they wanted to do. And sure enough, they didn't pull it off. Maybe they were trying to just say, hey, let's just, instead of blow out Trump by 20 million, let's just try to win the electoral college instead of the popular vote. So maybe they were trying that. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. They lost. You know what I mean? A lot of people say F them. I hate rain. I think so too. But we got to kill them with kindness sometimes. We just gotta wake them up. Listen, I think with Trump coming back these next 4 years and what he's about to do is going to red pill the rest of the nation. And if that is not enough to red pill them with Trump coming back and doing everything that he can do, then there's lost hope for them. But if they ever get back in power, don't you think they'll never forget how we treat them? So we need to treat them probably decently, right? Justice says Trump said it was the last election. Remember, he said it was just one more time you have to vote and never have to vote again. We will fix it real good. His words. Yes, Justin, he did say that. He's saying that to the Christians. He said, Christians, listen, you just vote this time and it'll be the last time you ever have to vote. What he's saying is that he's actually going to fix the elections, not fix it to his favor, but fix it to maybe paper ballots only, voter ID in every single state. To be more fair, get rid of the machines, okay? I think that's how he meant it. And I think you know that, right? As evil, using us for money, commuting, genocide on children. Yes, we know. What? Why the last time? That's right. Anyways, it's not the last time. But if they won, it would be the last time. There will be more elections, but it'd be the last time. They would just realize that we could steal the election every time. Maybe they're going to steal it in 2028 with all these illegals, but we need hopefully Trump fixes that too. And how is he going to deport 20-something million illegals? That's going to be impossible. All right. He might try. He might get like 2 or 3 million and maybe beat Barack Obama in 2015. Maybe. But it'd be a lot. I'll tell you one thing. 3 million is a lot. If he can get 20, 30 million illegals out of this country, that would be absolutely insane. Okay. The problem is that they're here, and I'm sure they're already registered for 2028 and ready to go. And that's what the Democrats' plan is most likely going to be in the next 4 years, is get these people registered, get them legal, and get them ready to vote. Trump needs to stop that big time, because in 2028, we need to take on the golden age the next 4 years. Either it's with Vance or someone else. We need to continue on the MAGA movement. Remember, if you're involved with any of the Republican parties out there, find the rhinos and get them out. They are no longer, well, they shouldn't even be part of the Republican Party. The Republican Party is almost dead. Okay? Well, it is dead. It's the MAGA party. And we're here to stay, and we're here to take back the country. We need this country for our children, for our grandchildren, and their children as they have children. Okay? Get it? We have to save this country. We're all part of it, right? That's right. Calabunga. That's right. Well, he could have offered incentive to pay those who give info about their neighbors. Listen, supposedly they already know where these illegals are. I don't understand how they know where all these illegals are, because they're illegals. You know what I mean? I know they got some. Obviously, they got the debit card, so they obviously know where they are. But what about the ones that snuck into this country? Where are they? Using other people's social securities, dead people's social securities. We'll see. All right, let's moving on here. I think we've showed what's the most. This is we wanted to post this on here, but I don't know if you guys remember FEMA. FEMA was out there denying people. I think we did too. Denying Trump supporters. And this is why they told their people to do not help Trump supporters with Trump signs, right? Or don't help people with Trump signs in front of their house, and don't help people with vicious dogs. That's how they treated Trump supporters, as if they had vicious dogs.
Like here is the Trump campaign signage, but if someone is in another, like an urban community, and it's a different culture and someone feels uncomfortable, we can't go to that home. If you have loose dogs and someone on the team is comfortable with dogs and another person is not, we can't go to that home because of safety precautions.
So you feared the Trump houses. The people on FEMA were fearing the Trump houses like they were fearing people with vicious dogs in their backyard.
Exactly. And that's based on the trends. You can ask FEMA for incident reports. They have those because they ask us to report out if there's an incident at home. And unfortunately, again, the passionate supporters for Trump, some of them were a little bit violent.
But all of them were painted with the same broad brush. All of them as being, we're not going to go near these because we think they're all bad people.
No, because some were registered. Some did receive case inquiries. And no, the highlight here.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like lock her up, right? I mean, come on. If FEMA was coming to my house or whatever's left of my house, says, hey, we're here to help, you think I'd be like, oh, get that out of here. I don't want you. Come on, get out of here. Stupid talk. FEMA, you need to grow some balls and say, hey, no, we're here to help. Listen, I understand you don't like FEMA, but we're here. Here's some money. Here's a house. Here's this. Here's some food. We're really trying to help you, okay? We do apologize for what you're hearing in the news. We're here to help you. That's the kind of how you should have an attitude if you're FEMA, okay? Well, guess what? That's all going to be rearranged with the Trump administration, as everything we hope is going to happen in this next four wonderful. This is going to be the best time of our lives, right? This is the time to make some money. Listen, you can't stop us now. That's right. We're actually on YouTube at the moment right now. I don't know if you guys know this, but tonight was the first night of going on YouTube. We know it's going to be a long haul to build an audience on YouTube, but if you want to follow us on YouTube, find us at Weber's Way on YouTube. If that's our name, I don't know. There's a lot of accounts out there. The logo is actually is just so you guys know, everything's being rebranded at the moment. It's the official name will be Spiritual Warfare because that's what we are in, and we always will be in a spiritual warfare. But that is what our brand name is with our clothing line, and that is what our name is going to be with our network here, Spiritual Warfare Network. So if you are part of that, welcome. All right, moving on. AOC says Trump supporters didn't believe he would really deport millions of illegal immigrants. Let's see what this one is all about. Here we go.
We knew that Donald Trump would go wild. There's no constraints on him. He could just put all his friends in. But we're talking about RFK Jr. and the possibility of people pulling back on measles vaccines, on another pandemic happening. You're talking about Matt Gaetz. There's a 17-year-old girl out there terrified that all of her records, all of the witnesses against him in this case where she was trafficked could be in the hands of Matt Gaetz, and he could be the most powerful law enforcement official in the country in a case where the president of the United States is an adjudicated sexual abuser. If you're a sexual assault survivor, you're thinking, oh my God, this country is out to get me. They're out to get me and force me to have children by sexual assault. So the message to women has been insane, okay? And the people he's nominating are TV hosts, et cetera. Do you think the people who voted for him that you've talked to were expecting this?
No.
Or true mass deportation?
Genuinely,
yeah.
No. And it's heartbreaking, actually. It is heartbreaking. And people may want to take like a kind of vengeful stance about this, but it is genuinely heartbreaking. People need to understand that there are people, millions of people in this country, and I was one of them, where you are working 2-3 shifts a day to try to make ends meet. You're not reading the newspaper every morning with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You're not. And it's not to say that people are uneducated or uninformed or anything like that. But like, this is real life.
Yeah.
This is real life. You got a baby on your hip and you've got 2-3 shifts to work in that day and you're just trying to make things work. And you have such an overwhelm of information. And I actually think something that is different about this moment than I saw, whether it was 2020 or after 2016, is that almost like right the day after, people immediately said, were coming to me and saying, he's not actually going to do that, right? And it's important to say, people may often say, he said he was going to do this. It was right here on the campaign trail. If you actually listen to him, if you listen to Donald Trump's acceptance speech, when he talked about immigration, he talked about legal pathways first.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't say
he didn't lead with mass deportation.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm gonna hold you. We're gonna hold you over if you don't.
There we go. Complete Idiots on MSNBC, and MSNBC is for sale. So hopefully Elon buys that and changes the game over there. We're hoping, right? We are hoping. This pretty much video clears up what's going on in the mega movement. I kind of enjoyed this video. Here we go.
Or do Trump administration picks look like these guys? Tell me if I'm wrong.
That's right. Trump is building the Avengers, and it's going to save America. It's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful shift here in America. And I'll tell you one thing. Aren't we all glad we are all part of it? Aren't we all glad that our prayers were answered on November 5th? We actually had, some states are cheating right now. You got Pennsylvania trying to cheat the Senate right now. Arizona already cheated. They cheated Kerry Lake. It doesn't make any sense for someone to vote for Trump and then be like, oh, I want a blue governor or I want a blue senator. I believe in their values. Trump is completely opposite here. It does not make any sense unless you're an independent idiot. And maybe that's what did it. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. North Carolina, for one, went for Trump. Everyone else is blue, 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 blue. I don't know what happened to Mark Robinson. I don't know what happened to the other guy, but they lost, supposedly. And I think it's rigged in North Carolina. I think it's rigged in there. I think it's rigged in all the swing states. I think they cheated those positions as well. I mean, it's just, come on. Come on. Who's voting for a guy that wants tampons in the bathroom or transgender surgery for children and then votes Trump? Trump, and I want the guy that was going to do surgery and keep our state as a sanctuary city. What are you talking about? Get out of here. That's what I don't understand, and that needs to be exposed, and we're going to stay on top of that all the way to the next election in 2020. What is the next one? 2028? No, 2026. 2026, yeah, 2026. The next election. 2 years, not the president, but other ones. So hopefully Weber's Way here will maybe I'll run. Maybe I'll run for something. I think I might run. I think they will. I think I will. I mean, the only thing they'll try to smear me on is probably the January 6th stuff. And I got to get over that stupid hurdle. But okay, you got me. Haha, take me down. Right. I don't think so. I double down. Right. I'll stay in the race. That's the goal. We need a lot of MAGA people out there to step up. Stay with your core values. Don't sell out once you get in. And don't sell out before you get in. Because that's going to be tempting as well. Will it be tempting? Or you take the money from the guy and say, yeah, sure, I'll do whatever you want. Sure. And then you get in and don't do that, right? They'll be pretty mad. But listen, we got to keep fighting for our country because it's all worth it. And thank you, Jesus, for saving this country and actually saying, hey, this seems like enough people are awake. I think we'll save it for the next 4 years. Let's keep waking up America, people, because if we wake up America, we could wake up the rest of the world. Listen, guys, my name is Jess Weber. This is Weber's Way, soon to be spiritual warfare. That's right. If you don't have any of our clothes, you make sure you go to webersway.com/shop because this is where all the gear is. Get it while it's hot. And just so you guys know, we have the MAGA Christmas sweater. That's the big top seller right now. So get that right now. Make sure you get a Spiritual Warfare, the main shirt, our God shirts, Armor of God, Jesus is King. Women, we got clothes for you. Faith in Jesus, the new one just came out. Get it. We got the new Trump shirt, American First, MAGA, with a silhouette of Trump's head. Those came out as well. And we got a few, I think we got the new mug. That's right. Targeted, but not defeated. Black glossy mug is now in stock at webersway.com/shop. Use the promo code 2024. And remember, oh no, we have a Black Friday. That's right. Black Friday deal. If you're listening right now, you're lucky. 30% off the entire store. Use the promo code Black Friday. I'm telling you, it ends the end of this month. Use the promo code now to the end of the month right now. Black Friday is the promo code. And the only way you're going to be able to know that is if you're watching the show or if you're a member. If you're not a member and you want to get exclusive deals, sign up at webersway.com and get on our mailing list. You'll be the first one to see the first new designs or the new promo codes. Other than that, thank you for watching. My name is Jess Weber, and this will be a Spiritual Warfare Network very soon. You will see in January. But other than that, thank you for watching. And remember, Jesus is coming.